Back to the basics, been a lot of things, but I never been basic. Running around bases, came from the basement, never been shameless. So I got stay in the streets, get dangerous, so I might bang it. Don't like hanging unless you family, please don't.
What's up guys, welcome back to the channel. My name is Jordan and today we're gonna be doing a little bit of a fun experiment on the Datsun 280z. I have my old worn out side mirrors that I've been wanting to replace for a really long time, but I wasn't sure what I was gonna do. I didn't wanna run the side mirrors that everybody's running, like the bullet mirrors or some of the other ones that you see, so I'm gonna make my own. I've been thinking about this a lot and I think the look is gonna be good, so let's get into it. And these are the original side mirrors that I got off Motorsport Auto, and I think they looked pretty good if you hold them up like that. They were pretty stylish and round, which I like because a round shape goes well with the headlights, and yeah, I wanted to keep something that was round. But unfortunately, these ones, they kind of just flopped around everywhere, and I actually lost one on the other side completely. So I discovered that these actually just thread into the standoffs. And actually the standoffs is one of the most complicated parts to make. And I really like this standoff that came with it. So we're basically just gonna make a mirror that replaces this. So let's get over to the bench and see what the plan is. Now I was inspired by MZR Motorsports rear view mirrors, and I will put those here. So I went on Amazon. You can actually buy stainless steel spheres, and that's what I did. So I got this, it was like $8. These are 3 inches in diameter, which I think will be a decent size. And then I just got some regular blind spot mirrors. Hello, hey. And these blind spot mirrors are great because they are domed shape, which means that you're gonna get a lot of field of view. And I think this will be a good solution for these old little small mirrors that hardly work anyway. And what's cool is that these are, they move, so that you get even more field of view once you have them mounted. So I think these are gonna be really great, and they're only like $6 or $7 on Amazon. They come with some sticky tape on the back, so super awesome solution. But when we take this dome here, the only issue is how are we going to apply this here, right? Because this is what they're gonna look like, which I think already looks pretty slick. But I went to my local hardware store. You should go to a trades hardware store. If you ever go to a trades hardware store, they have like a million variants of everything you need. So I found these, which are exactly 3 inches in diameter, which is close to what I need, but not exactly. I actually want this to sit into the sphere a little bit. So we're gonna grind this down a little bit and just have it sink in there. And then we're gonna epoxy it in there, mainly because this is stainless steel and I don't even know what these are. Maybe it's mild steel or galvanized steel, and I don't really wanna weld it. So we're gonna epoxy those in place. I found the same thread depth and thread type as the original mirror. So I have this here, which is going to help us install it into the standoff on the car. So a simple project, but I think this is going to be a really nice look for a mirror that works really well. If you see here, I have a really nice finish on these, which I think looks awesome. And if you want to do a similar thing, all I did is just put this on a drill with some Scotch-Brite and you just spin it around and polish it. But yeah, let's get started. I think the first thing we need to do is drill our center hole. Now that we have this nicely drilled hole, I'm just gonna take the bolt and see if it fits, and it does. But you can see this bolt is pretty long, and I couldn't find a shorter version of this bolt with the same thread pattern. So to fix that, I just have a couple washers and a rubber insulator, which I know is not the cleanest solution, but for something as simple as a mirror, it really shouldn't be an issue. So I'm just gonna put this in here, and this will allow us to screw it into the car. And then before I put it on there, I'm also gonna put a rubber insulator on this side too, just so we can get like a nice snug fit and hopefully get rid of any vibrations we might be having. But let's go do a quick test fit and then keep going. There we go. Super simple, really, really clean. I am stoked with that. Let's take a look back a little bit. I think it looks nice. All right, so let's go ahead and get started in putting the mirror inside. Coming back to the bench here, we're gonna see how to apply this little plate to the back side of the sphere. And as you can see, I showed you earlier, is that this is just almost is a perfect fit in the inside. And what's great is that it has this big hole in the middle, which will always allow you to remove the mirror if you want to. And so what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna go to the grinder and grind away some of this edge here, just a minuscule amount. So hopefully we can get a little bit of a press fit before epoxying. After a bit of grinding, you can see that they are just a nice press fit in there. This is exactly what I'm going to want to put the mirrors on top of. And as you guys should know already, I love my clear DevCon epoxy. So I'm going to be using that, and I'm just going to squirt it along this edge here, right underneath that lip that's on the edge of the sphere. Pack it in there real tight, and I am pretty confident that's not going to ever come loose. So let's get to gluing. Ten minutes later, and these are fully stuck on. I don't think they're gonna go anywhere, so totally good for the mirrors. But first, let's go install these. And there we go, a custom mirror with a nice field of view. I am really happy with how that turned out. So let's sit in the seat and see if we can see. Looks pretty good to me. And just like that, guys, the mirror project is done. And I know it's a small project, but if there's anything I can tell you about owning a project car, is try and get one project done a week. Whether it's a small one or a big one, just aim to always make a little bit of progress. And this is a project that I've been wanting to do for a while, and I am really happy with the turnout. So I hope you liked the video and hope this inspired you to get in the garage and be creative. If you liked it, go ahead and give me a thumbs up. If you want to see more, subscribe to the channel, and catch you later.